This is Hawaii News Now Sunrise.
Welcome back, everybody. Artificial intelligence dominated the headlines in 2023, disrupting and transforming every industry.
Yeah, and here to recap of the year in tech and share his outlook for 2024, Ryan Ozawa, who is the emerging tech editor of Decrypt.co. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here. And it's actually me, not an AI construct.
You are real. There we go.
That might not necessarily be the only way at this point to tell, but certainly.
Well, tell us about AI. I mean, again, it's all
everywhere.
Over the news.
There is not an industry that hasn't been disruptive, from education to just actual industry to corporates, finance. Even my job, which was crypto last year, is now an AI job. And the fact of the matter is, AI jobs are tricky because it's also technology that could eliminate jobs. And I think that's where people are concerned about it.
There are people that are for it, and there are people that are scared of it.
Yeah, you have accelerationists and you have decels, like people who say we should be going as fast as we can, and there are people who are like, this could destroy the planet, we need to slow down.
Right.
I mean, it was literally a year ago where I was here and you're like, what's this ChatGPT? And I was like, well, let's ask it what aloha is, and it explained aloha in not a terrible way, and we're like, that's kind of interesting. And now it's passing the bar, it's watching our seniors in their home and giving them advice and keeping them company, it's creating videos and photos of the Pope in stylish jackets, like Donald Trump is saying things he's never said before.
It's really Wild West.
Everywhere.
Yeah, definitely the Wild West. Other trends that we saw this year, people going back to work.
Well, I thought that was also interesting, right? We thought that the pandemic was going to make us all distributed workers, but it turns out, nope, our bosses, all want us back in the office, and that's been kind of the trend, right? Like, you either come back to the office or you're not going to work here anymore. What I do think is interesting is that because people got comfortable working at home, they're setting their boundaries, and they're like, you know what, I don't want to go to work, or I'm not going to work until 7 p.m. anymore. When it's 4 o'clock, I'm out of here. So I kind of like people setting boundaries better as well.
I appreciate that as well. Well, the other thing too, you were talking about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
It's always been up and down.
It's always been up and down. I'd say that just toward the end of this year, it's starting to crawl back up. So people are like, could there be hope? So we'll find out next year. I think the last thing was augmented reality, virtual reality. You know, we just got to the point where like maybe people putting big vacuums on their heads is not a good idea. But now we're going back in that direction thanks to Apple getting into it, and because Meta has their new augmented reality goggles, which lets you see through them. And I think that could be something as well.
Is that going to be the big tech thing coming up?
I think for 2024, in addition to AI continuing to disrupt everything and scare everybody, it's definitely going to be augmented reality. The Apple goggles come out next month even.
What's the difference between augmented and VR?
Perfect.
Virtual, because everyone talked about virtual reality.
Yeah,
right?
so virtual reality is what you saw in 1995 in those movies. It's a big hunking thing on your head, and although you're seeing a planet in there, you can't see anything around you. Someone could come around and bonk you on the head, like you're going to walk into a wall. Augmented reality is you're looking through it, but it's your glasses and it's putting things in your field of view. Like this is Billy and this is Annalisa and that's the exit, and go this way to the coffee shop.
Have you done that already? We should try that on the show.
He wants that.
Yeah. We've already been talking about that.
Okay. I was going to say come back, so we could do that.
Ryan Ozawa on the top of things tech, and we're going to stay on top of the things tech too here on Sunrise.
All right, we're going off for a break. You're watching Sunrise Weekends. We'll be right back.